Hi, before we go much further, I want to talk a little bit about keeping the cello clean. And it's pretty important to keep an instrument clean because in the first place you can wreck the top of it, especially from all the rosin, if you don't clean it off normally. You can gum up the fingerboard and make it more unpredictable to shift. If there's too much garbage on the fingerboard, you know, the fingers sweat and all kinds of awful stuff gets on there. Violinists tend to keep their violins much more clean than cellists do. I don't know why. Maybe it's because we make more rosin dust or dirt or whatever. But anyway, I mean, I look at my cello right now. I just took it out of the case. I didn't clean it after last night's concert, and it's full of dirt. The strings are all rosin. You can see how white it is. And the top is literally covered with rosin. I can scrape it off. It's on my thumb like this. So I want to talk about cleaning the whole thing, and it's a good time to do it. In the first place, the best way to clean your strings is with one of these. It's a scouring pad that you can get from basically any housewares store. And all you do is just take it, do that, and all the rosin comes right off. Now, where the rosin goes is another story. It goes pretty much onto the body of the instrument itself. And what you need to do with that is to have either a dedicated rag, or some people use tissue paper. I happen to have some right behind the camera. Excuse me. And this will take the rosin off. And then you can always use clean tissue. Just wipe it off. Don't press too hard. But you got to do this pretty much every time after you play, especially if you're in a hot climate, because the rosin will melt and gum up the front of your cello, and then it's much harder to get it off. And now I'm going to talk about cleaning the fingerboard and the bridge, which is really, really important. In order to do that, you have to have alcohol. And what's very important is that you don't get alcohol on the cello itself. So here's how to do that. I'm going to put the cello down. Here's a little bottle of alcohol. And you need to get yourself a good rag, a clean rag, which I have right here. And you soak about a fingertip's worth of space on the rag with the alcohol. Now comes the fun part. Pick your cello up, keep them separate, and what you have to do, so that the alcohol doesn't drip on the body of the cello, you have to hold the cello kind of upside down like this, so that nothing could drip onto the surface. And then you wipe the fingerboard, and you'll be amazed at how much dirt will actually come off. You wipe it all the way up and down. I can hold it like this. Like that. This way you can get enough alcohol on there. The dirt will come off like magic. It won't come off with water, by the way. It will only come off with this. I don't know if you can see how black the spot is there, but I haven't done this in a while. Be sure to wipe all the way down to the bridge. And while you're at it, run the strings clean as well. By just squeezing on them all the way up and down. And while you're at it, use the other side of the rag. Hold the cello up like this and clean the bridge, because the bridge gets a lot of rosin on it. Be very careful not to touch the top of the cello. Once you've done this, then you're ready to rosin up, have a clean start, and I tell you, the cello sounds better. It doesn't have that dust all over it. The bridge is clean. I think the instrument responds better. It's very important to keep your cello clean, and that's how best to do it.